Hello friends, welcome to our channel Pregnancy for Superchild. Pregnancy is a new journey of your life. So, go through it pleasantly, healthily and energetically. It's a new path and part of your life. So, enjoy it as much as you can. Today, I am going to tell you an exciting and experimental way of embryo education. Actually, it is not pure education, but it is an experimental way of 9 months life period. It is a path to make more and more attachment with your baby. It is a pathway to feel your unseen baby in many ways. It is a pathway to make your baby healthy in the womb. It is a pathway to develop your baby neurologically. All in all, it is a pathway to make your baby ready for this world. So, utilize the tips, tricks, and techniques that we are sharing in our videos and enjoy the journey of motherhood. In the matters where our efforts are needed, many questions are coming in our mind. It might be the first question that is it from my favorite legend or is it just some myth thrust upon us from our older generations? No, it is not myth. Second, is it really worth your efforts? Answer is sure. Here is the proof. Actually, I am making this video on the basis of my experiment while my son was in the womb. As I experimented with him directly, I could observe outcomes of everything that I described in previous videos and I will describe in my future videos also. The result, I got exactly what I expected using ways that I am going to describe now. Now the third questions come in the mind is, but what inspired me to go on the road less traveled for my first unborn baby? Well, it's a good question. While other question comes in the mind is that why should we shape our child from our own concepts and imagination? They are quite right. My answer is your baby is grasping everything that it listens while in the womb. If we see the world around, there is no dearth of negativity. It can grasp it from our family, our workplace, and last but not the least, from ourselves also. So, why not take advantage of its extraordinary ability to make some really positive impact upon him or her? I am an Indian lady. There are lots of stories in Indian mythology explaining many things in life of an unborn child. So I thought it was good time to test them while I was bringing someone to this world. I was not sure of my success and I was not sure how much truth those mythical theories of pre-birth education held. And let me tell you the truth. I not only succeeded in having a great son using pre-birth education theories, I also helped more expectant mothers having great time with their unborn babies and they aren't disappointed. Their kids are already doing great. And my experiment continues with as many mothers as I could approach. These videos are just one more attempt to reach out to those who may be missing a great chance. Coming back to my biggest proof, my son's infancy. At 1.5 years of his age, he could identify alphabets, numbers 1 to 10, shapes, colors, animals, all these things in two languages. At 2.5 years of his age, he was very comfortable in speaking and reading in our mother tongue Gujarati. At this time, he was also knowing capital and small alphabets in English. He could recite numbers 1 to 100 without any help. At the age of 3 years, he could recite Hanuman Chalisa, a huge Indian prayer having 40 hymns. He could recite Charan Kanya, a very long Gujarati poem. At the age of 4 years, he can read both languages, Gujarati and English. In mathematics, he knows addition, subtraction, even odd numbers, counting till 1000, number comparison, and basic geometry like 2D and 3D shapes. He knows sight words. He knows names of all planets and continents. And more than I am teaching him, he is learning things by himself. So let's continue our journey. It isn't as long as pregnancy. Embryo education. One thing before we proceed here, education doesn't mean literal education. What we do by pen and pencil. Embryo education involves just one thing, a live interaction with your unborn baby. And I say it works. My son says so too. It's not a myth, it's a reality. It is a connection based on cause and effects. What you communicate to your child in the womb directly affects how it steps into the real world and how it grows. It's proven in science that neuron connections happen at its maximum speed during pre-birth, while in the womb, the child can grasp at its peak capacity. So more you feed it during this time, more it develops its brain and more importantly, its connection with Mother Nature. Still can't believe it's true? Let me tell you a simple fact. After birth, attention of its brain is divided among 5 senses, while in the embryo it's just divided between 2 senses, hearing and some sort of touch through movements. So, whatever reaches to its brain through these 2 senses, it is completely absorbed and grasped. And if you consider an entire life's worth of learning, 9 months isn't a long duration. I feel no university can match that. Let's dive into the womb. Shape your child's destiny from the womb. This is the best time to accomplish one thing, and that is make strongest bond with the baby. This is the period when you start dreaming about your baby. By this time you must have a vision how you want your baby to be. Do you realize what I mean? Are you imagining a strong and muscular man who excels in sports but doesn't shy out when it comes to find the love of his life? Or a petite, highly imaginative and creative lady who make great movies and can also raise competent children and make a name for your family? Whatever is your desire, write it down. Write down every characteristics that you dream of your future child. Don't bother. Nobody is perfect. But after all, you are not ordering pizza from a local food chain either. It's God's factory. You are just a carrier, but a smart one for sure. So back to characteristics. Once written, read it aloud daily, preferably when you wake up, just like your morning prayer. Your baby should be able to hear it. To communicate the best, your body and mind must be free and fresh. Start meditating every day. Daily meditation will help you in relaxing your body and the soul. Make some schedule to follow daily. A healthy mind can reside only in a healthy body. Eat nutritive food. Be more healthy. Do light exercise every day, of course, with your doctor's advice. It's ideal to start it after completion of first trimester. If you are fond of yoga, a pranayam means breathing exercise is the best to ensure a healthy body and peaceful mind. Meditation has powers to make your child spiritually inclined, and this holds secret towards a happy and peaceful life. If you want to drive more benefits, I advise you to start meditating even before you conceive your child. No matter how you lead your life, if you can take care of these things before your child is born, you will get unbelievable result. Another important thing is talk to your baby. The first rule to establish the strongest connection with your child is talk, talk and more talk and yet more talk. Sounds foolish? Okay, let me rephrase it. Within a day's time, talk as much as possible. Within the time that you talk, communicate as much as possible. But how do you communicate when your baby can't talk back to you? Can you? For sure, it does communicate. Even if you don't hear it, you, the mother, has access to the deepest region of child's mind. I am talking about mind, not brain. And that includes both its intellect and its emotions. When you utter a sentence addressing your child, you know what it responds. And you can talk back. You can choose to continue or you can choose to remain silent. Let's talk some examples. My elder sister talked with her daughter during pregnancy about her desired behavioral characteristics, and her daughter is exactly similar as she dreamed out. In the great epic Mahabharata, a prince named Abhimanyu was educated by his maternal uncle Krishna while in the womb. Can you guess what he was taught about? It was about how to penetrate a circular military formation, famously known as Chakravyuh. He listened about 6 of 7 tiers of Chakravyuh in the womb, but he missed to listen to the last and the most crucial, the 7th tier. As he reached his youth, he fought in the Great War and bravely penetrated 6 tiers, but he failed to survive in the 7th tier and died on the war front. The importance of this story is not only mythological, it's practical. More you teach your child during pregnancy, more it gains for the life to come. Better you talk, better it grasps, and its life becomes better and safer. Let me suggest you some good topics. Show affection, utter loving and caring words, let it feel your motherly emotions in your native language. Share your routine, describe your daily experiences, describe your mistakes, describe how you could have avoided them. There are great things to aspire in life, and there are things that you need to live with. Your child will be most comfortable if it already knows how to tackle pain. Little faith doesn't hurt. Most mothers, I believe, are already doing this, and I tell you, doing this in calculated measure doesn't hurt. Tell inspirational stories of your faith and inspire virtues. Share good ideas, good quotes, thoughts from books or any other sources. If you would share it with your friends, you can share it with your baby too. Maximize the flow of positive thoughts to your baby. You will surely reap the rewards. For more such tips, tricks, and talk, stay tuned with us. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, visit our website www.pregnancyforsuperchild.com. Thank you.